I don't know how this is going to turn out because this is going to be a rant, and I'm so goddamn mad. I am so sick of this shit. I really am. I just finished listening to a podcast by Dr. Boyce Watkins, and they were talking about have black men and women switch roles. And it's understandable to analyze it that is true, that they have switched roles. And that's for the black men and women. That's been the case for a long time. It may be the case for 100 years because W.E. Du Bois saw that in the Philadelphia Negro back in 1910. And then 1965, Patrick Moynihan said exactly the same thing when he did the Moynihan report to President Johnson. And here we are 50 years later, we're still talking about the same thing. So that has been true for a long time. What's even newer now is that the white woman, or, the dominant society, the white woman is saying the same thing about her position over her man. If you look at The End of Men and The Richer Sex and those kind of books, though they're saying the exact same thing. So it's not just exclusive to the black community, but it's been part of our community for the longest time, and it's just gotten worse. So that's not what I'm upset about. What I'm so motherfucking mad about is you keep on blaming the black male for the destruction of the black community. You keep blaming the male. How come the black man doesn't step up? How come he doesn't build? How come he doesn't take control of the family? How come he doesn't earn the black woman's loyalty by taking his place and competing against white males? That's what you keep saying, and that's what we keep hearing. And I'm getting so goddamn tired of it. Of this bullshit and this rhetoric, because you're not going to the basis of what's going on. You can't get black males to build. You can't get black males to stand up and be men like you want them to be men if you don't give them the motherfucking tools as boys. I'm a black boy. I'm an older black man now. I'm not a young guy. I'm a baby boomer. Even back then, when I was a little bitty boy, I saw the same shit. Black women have always preferred their girls over their boys. That's always been the case. Every black male I've ever talked to that had sisters, the women have always had preference in the black family. That's always the case. If you take your little black boy to a white school, even today, the difference between a white school and a white female teacher and a black school and a black female teacher is that the white female has a natural deference or a social deference to male authority. And it's the exact opposite thing in the black community. It's a matriarchy in the black community. It always has been. And this is nothing fucking new. So you expect black men to compete in a patriarchal system, which the United States of America is a patriarchal system, where men are supposed to go out and take control and take command of the family and take control of businesses. And you bring them up in a matriarchy where women are preferred over their males. They give black women all the extra education. You give them all the preferences. You give them all the tools. You give them all the encouragement, and then you let the black boys figure it out for themselves. In our community, the black girls are protected for the most part. They're always taken in. They're not homeless, not pushed out onto the streets. You push little black boys out onto the streets where they have to, fend for themselves as far as gangs in some of the worst neighborhoods that you can imagine. I don't see black women walking, you don't see black women walking their little boys to school in the urban cities. They're walking by themselves, just like I did. My mother did not walk me to school. If there was fist fights, she didn't go to the other mothers and settle it. You got pushed out that door and tell you if there's 3 or 4 of them, you got to go and fight them all. They don't care. Be a man. Nobody teaches you how to fight. Nobody teaches you anything. You have to go through life as a little boy trying to figure this shit out by yourself. You got to go through a school system that hates you. I mean, literally hates you. They are afraid. They hate and they're afraid of little black boys. And that's the way it is from the beginning. So whatever female teacher you get, you are always in last place. And then when feminism happened, that's why I feel for little black boys from Generation X on up. You have to go through this fucking feminized female system that pushed, that pushed white men down and put females ahead of them. And guess where you were? You were already pushing up last place. That just buried you. So now not only do they not care about you, they hate you already. Not only do they not care about you, but now you're not even a freaking thought or priority. Okay, if you can't cut the mustard, you can't figure it out yourself, guess what we're going to do? We're going to give you some pills and put you in special ed. That's how come you see tons and tons of kids in special ed. So when you see a little black boy that can't read, a black boy who's 12 years old, that can't read or write, guess what? You don't even do anything. You just pass him because it's not necessary. He doesn't count. And when he gets 18, then you dump him on the street. And if he can't make it out, there, and he's either homeless or he's in prison. That's why you got a freaking third of your black males got records and they've been to prison. That's why you got 1/6 of them, which absolutely makes no freaking sense. 1/6 of them in jail. And nobody, I don't see black women even saying or doing anything about this shit. I don't see black women at PTA meetings demanding that their kids get proper education. You seen the freaking report cards and you seen the F's and the D's and all these bad grades coming home from these kids. You're not doing a goddamn thing because you don't fucking care. As long as you get your check, as long as you get your motherfucking child support, you don't fucking care. And nobody's fucking calling y'all out on this shit. You don't give a goddamn. You bring up your daughters, you make sure they can read and write, you make sure they look cute in their dress, because guess what? Because her coochie's gonna get you money. She's gonna go out find some other black dude that's halfway decent, and she's gonna wallet rape him. She's gonna womb hustle him. And that's what it's about. And if she can't womb hustle him, she's gonna get this bum off the street to impregnate her. She can have a couple kids, and she gonna womb hustle the state. Because of because of the white feminist system, and they changed the laws, they're actually paying you for illegitimate kids. And that's what Moynihan was trying to tell you. You already have this problem in the black community. You already have this problem in the black family, where the black man is not respected in his own goddamn family. That's been the case since 1910. This is not new. He was telling you then that, yes, you need to do this because you need to protect white society and white family. And then the illegitimate births that are coming out of the white women, because all of a sudden now they have sexual freedom, and now they're in the workforce, and they want the same rights as men, and they want to screw around as men. That we have all these white out of wedlock births, and we need to do something about it. That's what child support, and that's what the AFDC was changed for. It wasn't changed for black people. It changed for white women. Now, it worked for them because their culture is different. What did it do to the black family? It did the exact opposite, because you exacerbated the problem that was already there. And that's fine. That all of a sudden, now that all this stuff is blown up, okay, black man, you ain't done shit for 50 years. What are you gonna do and step up? You ain't gave him, you expect him, you ain't even gave him any bootstraps to even pull himself up by. The same prejudice that existed 100 years ago exists now. Not only is he last to be hired, last to be fired, he can't even walk the motherfucking streets without police targeting him. What can he do? Well, how come he's not working? He could do this or he could do that. I'm in Los Angeles. A Hispanic man, an Asian man, a white man can set up a stand, a fruit stand, can set up a taco stand, can set up a food stand anywhere in Los Angeles. The cops won't bother him. Black man can't even set up a freaking shine stand without the cops stopping and harassing him, asking what the fuck he's doing. You intentionally repressed. If if a black man can't open up a business and dot his I's and cross his T's, guess what? Sooner or later, cops can come in and say, "Where's your paperwork?" Because you're given less to work with, less education, less tools, less preference, and you're held to a higher standard. Even your woman is holding you to a higher fucking standard. Every woman has black sons and has black brothers. You know exactly how them brothers were raised. You know the advantages that you had over your brothers. But you want him to be like that white man. You want him all of a sudden with nothing but his bare hands to leapfrog you and pull you up. And he's got nothing to stand on. You didn't prepare these boys to do this. You let the educational system take out everything that was there to promote these black boys. You let them rape your system. You let them take all the money out of your educational system. Let them take all the resources out of your community. You spend all your money with other people because because you're so ashamed of who you are and what you look like. You spend your hair on nails and cell phones and hair and clothes and purses, but you don't think about investing in your sons. And now when the next generation comes up, how come the black man ain't stepping up? You didn't do anything for the little motherfuckers when they were boys. And now you expect them to grow up and respect you and do something for you, respect his community that he had to survive in. He didn't thrive in his community. He survived in it. If you talk to anybody, any successful black man that grew up in the hood, he will actually tell you he was lucky to come out of the hood and be successful because there was nothing in his community to encourage him and push him forward. Nothing. Not his mother, not his school, nothing. He was lucky to find an avenue and have a talent to actually get up and get out of there. And guess what? Believe it or not, these are the brothers that are coming back and starting and helping pull up whatever few they can. I have yet to see a black woman start a scholarship fund and send black kids to school, to college. I have yet to see black women come down and start a rites of passage for their sons, even though you know that there's a need for it. What women expect is that men, grown men, will come down and spend their money and their time to pull up these little black boys that the black women are having and can't educate and can't take care of. And you won't give them one dime or 1 hour of support. You want someplace to dump these kids. When I was coaching basketball, the women would come in because they didn't know what to do with these little boys and they would dump the boys. Just dump them. Drop them off at practice, be gone 2 hours and come back and pick them up. Not do you need help? Do you need help picking up kids? Do you need help giving them rides? Did they bring snacks? I see that in the white community all the time. That white woman will pick up kids and drop them off and sit there. They'll bring snacks. They'll have fundraisers. They'll have all these things for these children. I have never seen that in the black community. But all of a sudden, when that one kid gets to be famous or he got some talent, he's going to go someplace. Guess what? The women are right in line, riding this jock because guess what? He's going to get a contract. He's going to take us somewhere. And I'm not shitting on the sisters because they do what they got to do. But guess what? You got to start holding these bras accountable. Talk about what black men did. You drank the Kool-Aid and then fed it to your kids. You turned your back on the black family. You dated thugs. You dated drug dealers and you allowed your daughters to date drug dealers and you said nothing. You accepted the money and you said nothing. And now all of a sudden, it comes 50 years later, it's black men's fault. Fuck all that. And I'm tired of black men accepting dollars from black women to tell them what they want to hear to ease their guilt. Fuck that. Let them wallow in their guilt, because if you don't let them do it, guess what? They're going to keep doing the same goddamn thing, which they still are doing the same damn thing. They're not changing. They're getting worse. Every stat that I've seen on a black woman is always negative. Now I'm going to do something deeper in this because I'm really pissed. I hadn't made videos because I was tired and I wasn't inspired, but I am fucking upset about this. I love Boyce Watkins, and 95% of the time I agree with what the fuck he says. But brother, you're wrong, because what I really hate is very smart people. They have PhDs and know how to learn and know how to read statistics and know how to go online and research, can do the same goddamn research that I do and come to the same conclusions and get up on the fucking mic and lie. You know what's wrong. You know what's going on behind it. You've read all these freaking reports and you get on the fucking mic and out in public because you want to make some money and you lie. Because it's convenient to kick black men. It's convenient to say black men are the problem because everybody says black men are the problem. Well, the world says it, the white men say it, the white women say it, and the black women say it. So it's easy to say it's the black man's problem. The people with the least amount of help, with the least amount of resources, with the least amount of anything are the ones that are blame for the freaking problem. It's like blaming the baby for what the rest of the kids above him do, and then punishing the baby. We're constantly getting punished for policies that we have no control over and everybody else signs off on. I'm tired of seeing black men get kicked in the ass for shit they didn't do. Now, black men have problems. There's shit that we do. There's a whole bunch of shit and fuckery that we do. And rightfully so, we should be called out on it. But I'm getting tired of people lying on black men about shit they didn't do. And people not being held accountable for shit they do. If that's the way men are. We're fair. If we're going to get called out on our shit, rightfully so, and we have to admit to our mistakes and our shit, rightfully so, everybody else is going to have to walk the same goddamn chalk line. And it hasn't been happening. Especially when it comes to our women. Everybody wants to talk nice to them and cater to them, and they're not called out on their bullshit. And when you don't call people out on their bullshit, they keep perpetuating the same thing over and over again. Like I said, I'm going to do a more, this is a rant. I'm going to do a more detailed thing about this because I'm hot. Now, I was planning on doing something a little slower and a little bit more detail where you build on things so people can actually understand, but I'm hot. Some things have to come off the presses. It's going to have to be an ongoing thing. But right now, I'm spitting mad. I'm tired of this shit. But I'm going to close this out. Excuse me for the profanity because this is not normally the way that I like to present myself in public. But I'm angry. I'm absolutely angry. I'm tired of very smart, very intelligent, highly read people that actually know motherfucking better and lying, straight up fucking lying. It's gone beyond being misunderstood or misread, because you got Google, you got the knowledge of the world at your fingertips, and you're lying. You're lying about black men. You're lying about the reality. If I can find it in 15 seconds, somebody that's educated as Boyce Watkins can do so too. But I'm going to close this one out because I can go on for hours and I'm spitting mad. I am spitting mad.